Hey guys, what's going on? What is going on? Street Trading coming at you with our weekly trade recap video from 13th through the 17th September 2021. Looking at hourly chart of SPY. Let's get right into it. So that 50 getting tested, and it lost the battle into the close on Friday's session. Don't care what you say. Bulls are sweating it this weekend. They're obviously hoping and praying that this 50 holds again, like it's been holding all year. So this is obviously is an opportunity to buy the dip, or are you going to buy into more selling, trying to catch a falling knife? We assure you that this weekend, these guys going into trying to catch a falling knife are sweating it out. So let's see what happens next week. But nonetheless, it's interesting on a technical standpoint what the ETF has given us past a couple weeks. The selling pressure has been quite heavy, running into the downside. Obviously heading towards this 50, and heavier than normal, heavier than majority of the tests throughout this year. So that's something to take into consideration. The weight of the approach is heavier, so take that into account. Don't just go in blindly to buy this dip just because it's been holding, right? Again, like we always talk about, buy the dip until the dip is sour. Kind of a cheesy saying, but it's true. It's looking like it's going to be sour to us. That's just our standpoint. What do we know? It's no one knows the future, but that's just our intuition here. So it was a fantastic week, crushed to the downside and to the upside this week across our weekly trade watches, coming off a short week prior, and we had some solid dailies as well. It was we definitely took plenty of stops, so we earned our pay this week for sure. But like anything else, guys, you gotta stay in the saddle, right? Don't let the losses shake you, because it's part of the business. It's the cost of doing business. Most of you out there are independent. Most of you are sitting in your homes, trading, your own accounts. So you have to pay for that business. It's a business that we're running here, guys. So whether you're part of a firm or you're an independent trader, it doesn't matter. It's a business. So the cost of doing business is X, right? You don't have a traditional brick and mortar. You got to pay, lease and electricity. Well, you got to pay electricity. But point is, there's a lot of expenses when you have a business, and the cost of doing business as a trader is losses. So just chalk it up like that. Understand that it's part of the business. So don't let it bog you down whenever you take an L, right? And we took plenty of L's this week, but it didn't matter. We wipe out our stops. I wipe out our losses. When we have a security that does what we expect it to do, and we have our risk the way we're supposed to get involved. Listen, everything's planned out. Everything we do is planned out. You guys know this. Anybody that's obviously starting out with us, you will learn that. But those of you that have been with us for a while, understand that's how it goes. That's how we do it. So you've got to understand it. Just accept it. Just accept it. Don't get down on yourself. No one's right 100% of the time. Not even machine learning, algos, all that shit. Nothing is accurate 100% of the time. So get out of that mindset that every trade's got to work, because it's not going to happen. All right? Just fucking get rid of that mindset. All right? We assure you that when you release that, it's a huge weight off your shoulder. All right? Keep that in mind, guys. So, week, like we were talking about, week ahead, obviously no one knows the future, but we see it's a possibility that we may start heading south, right? We assure you this weekend people are sweating, but let's see what happens. All right, anyway, so solid week. Let's get into some trades we took, things we stopped out at, things we didn't catch at all, lessons to be learned. We obviously put out about 3 or 4 trade lessons this week videos, so we're not gonna go through those, but we'll briefly touch on those. Anyway, let's get into this week's trading. All the game plan that we went into off the weekly and the dailies as well. And let's get down to it, guys. All right, let's go.